I've collected quite some data in my notes in game, and first of all, I'm going to try to copy paste this out of the game somehow. Maybe I can just maybe I can find them. Let me check. Let me check. How do I find them? All right, let's see. I may be able to find them just in my local files. Oh, yeah. Let me first switch over to... I'll let you guys join in on the fun. Cool. So what I'm trying to do now is I'm just trying to find if I can get the save data somewhere. Where would it be? Nope. Could probably look it up, but here are saves. Row code 86. That seems where I need to be. Player notes, maybe. The journal. Those are the markets. Oh, everything is in text files. That's cool. Okay, but that's not what I need. I need my notes. Player data. Player database. Special items. Nope, that's not what I need. These are all the logs. Here are notes. And they all have a number. Ooh. Now this is interesting. Okay. What I can do here, maybe, not sure. Let me first all the other notes. Onboarding noogies. I'm not sure what that is. Ah, yeah, this is my preparation for the other feedback I had. So there is a way to, that's good to know. So there is a way to set the title of a note. And that's basically copy pasting this here and saving it. I'm a coder in my professional time, so I am just basing this on assumption that this will just work. So these are the feature requests. I do not need that. Also, I don't know if this node title here matters, because otherwise I could just name it, but I'm not going to touch the file name yet. We have bug reports. There we go. So we have the bug reports. Save it. The reason I'm doing this is because otherwise this will all show up as new node. Ship. And this is daily journal. Captain's log. And then we have buildings. Okay, let me first quickly boot up the game, see if my changes persist. I assume they do. I might get a bit of frame drops by sharing like this, but we'll see if it works. So let's continue. I'm row code 86. Of course I am. Open the game. Alrighty, so we are in game. Let's go to the notes screen. Ah, sweet. So there is a way to change the title of a note. It just requires a bit of digging through the files, which is nice. What I really like is that all these notes are just saved in a text file. There is a bit of a character limit, so that might give me a bit of trouble with the captain's log if I'm reaching day 100. And also I'm thinking of... Let me just cut and paste this. No. No. Close. No, what I'm going to do is... This is something that... And now I can sort by title even. So I could also name it 01 Captain's Log, 02, and then everything else. Alright. Let's get out of the game. I don't want to mess it up. I'm gonna tweak those notes a little bit more, and then I'm going to do the bug reports. Now, what I was saying before is what I like about this. Wait, let me just first see if I can do... So this is feature request, right? So I'm gonna copy this over to my desktop. And now I'm going to see what happens if I do... let's make that 0, 3. Requests. If I change this in the title, will this work on the game? This might mess up my whole game. I should have probably taken a backup. It's just a note, right? What could go wrong? Famous last words. We'll probably just not load the note. Okay. Check. Feature requests are still here. Let's make a change. Save it. Quit the desktop. So what this tells me, I'm a bit reverse engineering here, is that this note, let me just refresh it. I need to, is that I can name my notes and give them a title on the file system, which makes it easier for me to find them, of course. So double clicking, rename. Let's make that 4 buildings. This is a captain's log that needs to be 01. Actually, 01. Captain's log. Okay, can't find it. Of course you can't. I have to probably rename everything after again. 01 captain's log. The nice thing is I can sort these notes and they will all appear in order. Ship prices, that can be 04, 05. Ship prices. And this one, this is 02 bug reports. I will get to what I was starting to do, but this is also good that we just settle this up, set this up. And also, if you're struggling with these kinds of bugs, this is a good workaround to make the game or the node system, if you're using it, of course, more playable. Go to bug Shorts. There. So now you know what node is what. Let me just put up the game again. And let's continue. Pum pum. And let's go to notes, see where they are. Look at that. I still forgot to give them the titles, but this makes it a lot easier to work with. Okay. Quit the game. I don't need it for now. What might be a bit of a problem, and that I don't know, is how this works with Steam Sync. I'm not sure Steam Sync is actually being used here. So we have the captain's log. That one was numbered. The bug reports was numbered as well. Also keep in mind, if you are editing these, this semicolon is probably important. I'm assuming this is the property of the in-game object, and this is then the value. I'm not sure what happens if you add semicolons in the title, and if you remove this and this thing, it will probably just break. I will not test this because I don't want to mess up my save. So if you change your node titles, only do this. Everything else is way too risky. Exception, of course, what's showing in the notes here. Although I do see backslashes being used here and there. So you might have to be careful about all of these. Anyway, yeah, these won't be found. Let's see. Let's first change all the titles. 03, 04. The reason I'm doing this is because it helps me also sort the notes in game without necessarily being alphabetical. Okay, what I was intending to do is first, let me show you. These are two things. So I want to do bug reports first or second. And the other thing, I want to reorder my captain's log. The reason why I want to reorder is because I always have to scroll down all the time. And it's way more efficient if it's in reverse order. So actually, let me do this now. Also, the reason I'm doing this thing is because I was hoping that there was some kind of a markdown format support. Markdown meaning if you do these, how do you call it? Sharp icons. If you use these, then this will become a header, which apparently it is not. So we can remove it. So reordering captain's log. I will then just do this quickly now. And no, let's not add to the character limits. I might need to add multiple character logs if the character count is high. There we go. I don't want to keep it though. And I know I'm using days. Maybe I should rename them to start date, but I can do that in the game. Okay, day 6, we have day 7. Day 8 and day 9. And then we have some milestones that I want to hit. And for those, actually, I will make a new node. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 0, 1, one. And then this thing will have, I know this is not really correct, but I'm just using a normal ordering. Captain's goals. And with that one, these we can keep in order. So first off is, let me just remove all these. Let's go through the days, right? So we do the tutorials. Complete tutorials. This was done. Then we did training, life support training, mining and exploration. Find a better ship. Indeed. So we did start mining. Start the mining journey. So why am I capitalizing everything? No need. Next up, we get the carrier costs equals 7.7. No. Let's take it to M. We got ourselves a carrier. It was a ECA1 carrier. Then next goal was explore the galaxy. We did this as well, so it's basically a short recap of what we did before, and that's where we ended. So let's leave these away. Then I think yesterday I found out what the best recon ship is, and that's a Dread. There's two versions of these. The version one is the RDR, so that's the recon Dread. Costs 17 million. And I think the second one in line that I spotted on the mod manager was a Titan. I'm not sure what it costs in game. I don't think we unlocked it even. I have no idea where to buy it. But I think if you can get into the recon dreads, it's already a way bigger step up. And then of course the final ship, the Titan, that will be like a massive ship that will just be able to tackle anything. Now before I go all the way into that goal, so next goal, these are completed goals. Completed milestones. I'll just move them down. And now we have next milestone. Is first of all, we need to get train skills breath. 6 skills. Damn, I'm bad at typing. This requires, of course, I don't know if this thing supports stabs. Let's find out. Destroyer 3. Okay, so basically, actually, let's then train dread skill. Train destroyer 3. train. What was the next one? Battle cruiser. 4, and then train dread 1. Okay. Be able to fly dread. Buy a dread. 417 million. Buy bread. All right, so that's basically what we need to do to get ready. Let's see if anything on this. Makes sense. You have the completed milestones. Best recon ship is RCA1, 6.6 million. Okay. Why do I want this? So milestone 1, let me just, how am I going to organize this? Okay. Red, Y. That's basically just to own everything. So let's ship in the game. Own everything. Sub-milestones are these. Then we also, a more attainable milestone will be by RCA 1 recon carrier, Y maximum scan range, can mine, can salvage, can haul, and also can fight. All right. So I'm just trying to get my brain, dump my brain a little bit on this notebook. I think this is all in there. Buy dread. Okay, buy RTR one recon dread. $17 million. There we go. So these are big milestones to hit. Let me first see if this node even loads into the game. Ah, wait. I was actually reorganizing my captain's log. So I have a little bit of ADHD, a little bit. So if I get into like random rabbit holes, that's just normal. I apologize in advance for the inconvenience and confusion that causes when watching my videos. Hey, this is just who I am. Nothing really I can do about it. But keeping these notes already helps me a lot to structure my thoughts and not lose track. But losing track of time is also nice in a game. Let me quickly switch to OBS because we have another spammer on the stream. Cheap viewers on, I'm not gonna name the thing. So, well, at least I have some viewers on the stream. If it only were real people, that would be awesome. But one thing at a time. How am I doing? But okay, that one looks fine. So we have this node updated, we have this node updated, so we're done with the nodes. These things. Ah, damn you, Windows. Why are you so goddamn? I am it. Okay. Okay, I see it. I see it. I think this is actually better then. That's string ordering, always fun. Okay. Perfect. And I guess I need to change the node titles as well now. The reason why you do these things, and you see this a lot in code as well, by the way, that you just do it in an order of tens or hundreds. So you have your initial ordering, and then you also leave room for the possibility of something being added. Later. So then if I would like to add, for example, nodes in between nodes, then I can do it now. And I have 9 spaces to do so. And if that's not enough, highly doubt it, then you would go into the hundreds and then you have 99 spaces between nodes where you can still add things to them. All right, let's see if my new created node just automatically gets loaded in the system. Would be nice to see. So let's continue. Let's see if I didn't break my save. Hope I didn't break my save. So I've been spending 30 minutes just reorganizing nodes. So why am I doing this? I originally started this video with the intention to start writing a few bug reports. But before that I wanted to find my nodes. Finding my nodes made me realize I could edit the title, so I edited the title. And this now gives me this nice ordered list of my captain's log in reverse order, because I changed it out of the game. Might be a bit harder to read, but then again, who reads these anyway? The only thing I'm interested in now is okay, then organizing, just, you know, how am I gonna call this? Reports, randomness. I don't know how much time I will have today to stream. So why is this thing? That's annoying. So when I start typing, god damn it, yeah, never mind. Notes. When you start typing, the note moved up. Save changes. Alright. Captain's log did not change, so again. So let me demonstrate what the issue is that I'm having. One is, oh, there's another one. The cursor on the top cursor is actually overlapping with the node panel. So let me go there. Notes, top line, cursor overlaps with order. This is like just a tiny UX problem. UX meaning user experience. Alright, so back here, so see how it's over? It's over just a tiny bit, but you know, once you see it, you can't unsee it. At least that's me. And the text then gets cut off a little bit, so technically it's still in there. I don't know. Could be fixed by just adding a little bit of offset. So randomness reporting is today. So see how it goes up? I don't like it. So first thing first, what are we gonna do? We are going to Organize notes. Okay. And now we're just gonna file bug reports. And I will take you along with the journey. I think normally people do this off stream or off recording. I don't like that. I think this might be a good way to show people how to write proper bug reports. Or at least how I do it. The way I do it might not be the best way to do it. There will be probably multiple ways to doing this. But anyway, let me just quit the desktop again. Sorry for all the back and forth. So, bug reports. First off, we have a list of bugs. I will open this. I will close this. No longer needed. What do we do first? So we have in our community hub the discussion panel, and we even have a bug reports forum right here. Now, there's a few things to know with bug reports, and it depends on how much effort you want to put into this. First off, there's already a list of existing bugs. So if you encounter a bug, it might be useful to first check if that bug already exists. So for example, I have quite a few notes bugs. Let me just, I'll increase the size of just a little bit. So, and can I automatically, oh, it should actually, okay, it does. I kind of don't want to. I just close the window. No, never mind. Let's just do it like this. Old school. So I have notes here. Is there anything else with notes? Yeah. No, there's just a title here. Nothing else with notes. Okay. I thought I had more notebooks, but I think I already reported them. It's actually strange. It's not here. That's because I already reported them. Notes. So enable set title. That's one of the bugs. So there's 3 bugs regarding related to notes. So let's first see if there's anything with notes in these discussions. Okay, training notes. Nope. Note. Noted. Doesn't seem to be anybody. Wait here, maybe? No. Noting. Other notes. Okay, all notes, but nothing. Yeah, it's a common word. All right. So nothing here. So now we make a bug report. Now, how do we make a bug report now that we know that these things are not here? We, first of all, usually there is in the bug form a quick guide or some guide to file a bug report. How do we do this? So game enters early access. Momo needs help to make it the best game possible. I'm not sure he will have the time right now, but at least we can still show people how to write bug reports. To do this, he needs your bug report. The more information he can collect on a given bug, the easier it is for him to track down. What should we consider a bug? A bug is any behavior in the game that's out of place, doesn't work right, or is broken. This can be anything from an image not displaying properly to a module on your ship failing to work. Exploits also fall under the heading or bugs, duplicating item, tricking the game into giving infinite resources, or finding other things. That could be considered cheating and fall under exploits. Anything that crashes the game is the worst type of bug. So that means when you have a bug, so bugs. Let me just type it out. So usually you have level of importance, so low, medium, high, urgent. That's usually how issue trackers track bugs. And that's usually the level of priority that people will. I'm now just writing out a table because I want to, because I have to, because I'm just trying to make it look a bit nicer. So, low. These are usually UX issues or visual issues. Buttons not working or things not displaying well. So usually what I will do, I will just prefix this with UX or visual depending on the kind of things that they are. Medium, I would say, is then just broken or buggy features. Like for example, a module not working as they explained there. Broken features. And then high importance bugs are, for example, exploits. And duping. Well, actually, in this sense, you could also argue that exploits and duping, since this is a single player game, are actually just medium priority, not high. But it depends on how open they are. The work to use them, execute them, to use them. So basically what I'm saying here, so for exploits, it depends first of all on how broken they make the game state. Because it is a solo game, I would say these are just also medium. And also the work that's required to use them, or how easy and how easy to do them. So basically, the easier it is by accident, the more important I would say it is. For example, if you have a debug that's just by dragging and dropping things over from one screen to the other, yeah, that's very easy to accidentally do. And then I would class this as a high priority duping bug because it will affect a lot of people unknowingly. If it is something you really have to like know the system's ins and outs and do specific order of actions, yeah, then to me that would be, you could consider that more like cheat codes that people already have to know. And if they want to break the game, they will do it anyway, and then that's it. Maybe not that important. And urgent things, crashing the game, and anything that stops the player from playing the game or have fun. So these are the most critical ones. Anything that crashes your game or blocks you from progressing in the game, I would say that is an urgent bug. What information is needed? All relevant information, a summary of what you were doing. That depends on the kind of bug, I would say. What did you do to trigger the bug, and what did the bug do? If you're referencing to a specific situation or sector, please include the sector ID number. That's the one on the top right. And that gives Momo the exact location. Now, I didn't find any like in-game sector bugs. Maybe I didn't look that closely yet. I'm still fairly new into the game, so maybe some will come up. I don't know yet. Can you repeat the bug? If you can, then this is what you most likely will want to have to say. So how do you do a bug? Usually it's a title, short, readable description, and then steps to reproduce. And if you have workarounds, you can also document these. 1 second, be right back. Sorry, one of the kids was trying to sneak upstairs. And that's usually how I do it. Bug title, a short description, steps to reproduce, workarounds, include screenshots or evidence, of course, if you can. If the bug is a menu item or something that doesn't need a video to explain, then a screenshot will do. You can easily take a screenshot in-game by hitting the page up button on the keyboard to take a screenshot with the UI visible. Or the page down. Ooh, I did not know. Where to file the reports. Steam forums are the easiest route. The next best option is to email the report in chase@Astrox Imperium with the subject bug report. And if you can, also post to Discord where the alpha testers may be able to help you directly. I think in this case, I will just stick to the Steam forum. I will make a few posts out of these all. I will keep them grouped so he can also read them grouped, for example, for the notes. And that's it. Now, how do I record these? Well, actually, I will just tell him to watch the video maybe. Now, let me just check. How do I take a screenshot? I didn't know you could do that. So page up and page down. So let's go and play Astrox. Doesn't do it. Okay. Back to Astrox. Let's play it again. So I'll try to give an example for the notes, for example. So you're unable to set a title, but there's no really UX thing that you can do here. Okay, let's see. Yeah, maybe the notes is a bad example actually to No, I am recording on 4K, and this might also not be the easiest thing to do. So for notes, so for example, if I add a new note, as it comes here, there's nothing I can do to change it. What I am going to do, if I do page down, where does the screenshot show them? Okay, Finder, not Finder, this is not a Mac. Where is it? Saved pictures, maybe? Nothing there. Let's go. Where's the collection? Astrox. Personal files. Astrox Imperium data. It was in the mod. Ah, here's screenshots. There are multiple actually. But none of them are mine. Saved pictures, nothing. Screen recordings. Nothing. Where does it store it? Anyway, so let's just not do that part. But I really do want to be able to. Want to just do it on screen. Nope, not the one I need. Yes, this is the one I need. Alright. I'm gonna select a few things. Like this. Okay, okay, oh wow, this is still all in Dutch. So here you can easily see, let me just take a red thing. Make it a lot thinner. Can I just draw a straight line with this thing? Got it even more. Just need this thing. It doesn't really matter. Okay, like this. And then you just see I would have a line. Look at this. Ah! First time. I'm usually a Mac person when it comes to editing things and things like that. So, alright. As you can see, this one can be removed. Are they? Oh yeah, backspace doesn't work as a delete here. How do I select things? Text actions, thing. Emojis selection. Like this. Okay, and this I can save, or I can just copy it. Alright, let's try this. Then we go to the community hub. Discussions. Bug reports. Let's start the new one. Can I just paste this thing here? I cannot. God damn it. Okay, so I save this to our building. And then we go to dogs, bug one emotes. Let's make a folder here. I should just put this on the desktop. Leave it there. How do I add an image here? I cannot. Can I just drag this in here? Also not. Images? No image? Okay, so we go to image bin or something. We have like a paste bin for image. Pasteboard, easy image uploads. I don't want a premium. I just want something that's easy. First one. Okay, drag and drop, let's see. Upload. form. No album needed. So this thing, save it. There's probably something easier out there, but since it's the first time I'm really doing this like this, sorry for all the ads. We have a way of having this. Now let's see in the thingy, how do I make a linky URL, YouTube URL, workshop URL? I don't need those, so it's just URL. Okay. It's a bit codey. There you go. Notes. Okay, so for notes we have a few things. Let's see, do we have headings or anything? We do. Let's take H3. 3. First one is thumbnail set by currently remove that works. So when you create a note, you are thumbnail, rename it let's do reference. How do we make a list? Actually, I don't. This doesn't need any steps. But you have workarounds. Workaround is go to the save folder and rename the node where was it again? Oh crap, I don't remember. Can I go back up? No, I can't. Never mind. Do I have a history? 0.1. Should be something that's Captain's log, right? No, alright. Sorry for fumbling a bit. Anyway, so go to the save folder, find the note, rename the notes. Back second issue is typing when you start typing and note content, the cursor will move up. The whole note with text. Okay. Pop up. Text above text. Also, steps to reproduce. There's no workaround for this. Steps to reproduce. So that's to have node so it fills the whole page. Add multiple lines to a node so it fills the whole page. And then go up and start typing where at the top. Alright, that's issue 1. Issue 2. Issue 3 is okay. When you switch yeah, just not personal auto save and auto save. Switch to another node or panel, whatever you just type in the current node will be undone. Steps to reproduce. Make 2 nodes. Okay. Go to node 1. Type something. Go to node 2. Without saving. Go back to node 1. What we type is done. Okay, and here maybe some expected behavior, just for clarification what I want here. At least either show a warning when exiting the panel or automatically save when typing. I have more issues in my head already with this. I'm just gonna keep adding them. Issue 4. Here I'll see work. Also scrolling issues here. So with that one I mean this is in notes. When you type something, you are able to cut, copy, paste, but are not able to undo / redo typing your changes. Also, these are all minor issues, right? This is just more UX things, but I just want to give as much context as possible, and maybe some of these get added. I could imagine that this one would be quite a bit harder to fix than, for example, a note not saving. You could just autosave. The scrolling up thing might also be a bit more annoying to save. I had to change and then unable to set the title. I don't know, that might require some additional changes in game, but you have a workaround, which is nice. So priority to fix this would probably be very low, any of these, but I still want to log them so he knows they're there. H3 issue 5 cursor is overlapping with the border of the note. The screenshot. And that's it. So these are all the note buggies. Let me just clear up these notes quickly. Let's keep that around. So note bugs I've handled. The ones that I know. And let's see how this looks. I might have made some typos. I really hate that I can't get any previews or things. Also keep in mind these are just UX issues. These are not gameplay. This is not affecting the core gameplay loop at any time. But it doesn't mean that these bugs should not be reported, because maybe they do have some off time where they can fix these, and it's always nice. For example, I know the saving thing, it affects multiple panels, I believe. There were some other issues in the Ask Me Something thread, where I also posted some of these bug reports, but I should have probably just went straight to the bug forum, so I'll do it here. Alright, let's see what happens. If we post this, how does this look? Oh, is the link removed? No screenshots. Okay. But I just want to give me my screenshot. Okay, anyway. So here it looks like. This is what it looks like. So you have issue 1, unable to set a title. When you create a note, you're unable to rename it in game. There's a workaround. Okay, issue 2, when you start typing a note with content, the text will scroll up. So I'll quickly just show you what I mean. If you go, for example, here, I start typing, see, it just moves up 2 lines for no reason, and there's always does that. Issue 3, it does not warn or autosave, so that means if I say hello, I go here, I go back, it's gone. Issue 4, Command Z does not work, so I can Control C, Control V. That's all good. But for example, if I type Control 3 and I do Control C, nothing happens. Just something I wish that was added. And then the cursor overlapping with the top border. I have a screenshot right here that shows it a bit more clear. Where's my mouse? Here. I'll just zoom it in so you can see. So this is the top border. And I would expect the cursor to go this high. Or at least this whole line to be shifted a little bit down. And here this looks like, it looks just a little bit off. It's a small visual artifact. It's not a big deal, but it's still useful to report these, which is why I added it here. So these were note bugs. Yeah. And let's move to the next one. So for the next one, I will first go over. And okay, let's first do something else. Oh shit, I just saved a note. Let's see what happens. I just saved this bug report in game, out of the game, and it's, oh, it immediately updates. Okay, nice. Okay, so it loads it when you load it. I really want to get Notepad. To get dark mode. And now I can see my cursor again. Thank you. Dark mode. Where have you been all my life? Okay, so we have this. Next thing. So we have a tutorial. So these are typos. Let me just go over them. Typos. There's probably more, but okay. This is a strange. What is this? Question. Yeah, tutorial. Conversation. Okay. Jump mechanics. Or let's just call it autopilot. Autopilot mechanics. Okay, this is autopilot in campaign. Jump gate to first system says labor if I'm in the labor system. While the system void Starcross is actually alpha, so I actually, this one I'm gonna, let me just double check this one before I fill this in. So let's try this with another system. So I am now in an alpha system and I want to go back to void Starcross, so let's go all the way back here.
GPS activated.
But these are again minor visual bugs.
Activated.
Looks nice. I'm not sure how good this stream is with screen sharing like this, so you might get some frame drops because I'm full screen sharing now and not game capture sharing. I'll review the recording after to see, because I can't see now. So what are we doing now? We're just gonna quickly validate a bug.
Warp gate GPS disabled.
So this is all alpha, and then void Starcross says alpha. So it is an alpha system. And as you can see, the gates all say alpha as well, because they're all going to alpha. So then we need to go to Felishar, for example, first to see the effects. Okay. GPS enabled.
GPS mercenary has gained a level.
Yay! More levels for the mercenary. Yeah, they just keep leveling when your game is still running in the background, but they keep earning XP when you're doing missions. We're sitting in a station. This is also something I'm gonna add here. I think this is also something, if you're AFK for a long time, not something you want to have happen. Okay, so map.
Warp gate activated.
Actually, this is autopilot mechanics or GPS. These are gate mechanics. Gate mechanics, and we have another one, right? This one is the gate mechanic. There was another one. Mining, target icons. Yeah, this one. Now that's targeting.
Warp gate activated.
Pricecraft tooltip does not go away. This one needs some further investigation. That's mining. These are like placement or node placement. I don't know what it's called.
Warp
In
gate
Unity.
activated.
This is all targeting. More text things. Closed mission panel dock cannot reopen mission panel.
Warp gate activated.
Lead mechanics. Tooltip. That's targets.
Warp
Wormholes.
gate activated.
Not sure if this is intended.
GPS disabled.
These are just overflow issues. Stretch panel issues. Not just all big panel issues. Typos. Let's add this to typos as well. Checking cargo. And these are just other issues. There we go. Okay, so we sorted them out. So I was going to go for what was it? Gate mechanics, right? So this one. There's two of them. So you click a gate and you immediately go back. Not for this one. Okay, so untargeted. You see this void starcross? It says law. And I wonder why that is. Shouldn't it say alpha? Again, I can take a screenshot or you can just watch this video. Or maybe just add the timestamp to it. So this is 11:1:15. Or I'll just link in the video. You can see it in my channel. Okay. Alright, and I'm clicking the gate and immediately jumping back. That's also something. So if you click this gate, you autopilot to it. Not in this case. It sometimes happens and sometimes it doesn't.
Activated.
Now, click it, you jump. Then you click it again and it immediately activates the warp gate. If you're close by. And the auto warp is not on. Which is odd. And this is 1:16. 16. Okay, so let's do these first. Okay. Let me just first dock safely in the station. Anything goes, biomate. You can dock. In the meantime, I will make a second bug report. Has this one already been bug reported? No, it's not. Okay. Bug reports. Start new discussion. Gate. Ah, damn caps lock. Gate mechanics. Issue 1. Looking at gate immediately. Jumping in. And you back. Okay. That's true. How do you make lists? Just want a simple unordered list like this. Doesn't have to be numbers. Oh, maybe numbers. Why not? Okay, so first of all, just turn off auto warp. Optional, but yeah, just make sure. Turn off auto pilot. Turn off GPS. And then you just jump through a gate. The reason I'm setting these here is because these are probably the first questions he would ask me. Is auto warp off? Is autopilot off? Is the GPS off? And by saying this, I immediately make clear that for this bug, these do not affect behavior. Then you just jump through any gates. You jump through any gate, then you just click the gate, you just in, out, off, and then ship off. Automatically jump. There you go. So that's issue 1. Then we have issue 2. And that was the in campaign modes. I think it's everywhere, right? So gate faction label assumes the housing system of this originating from this place. I think this is an assumption. Not sure it is a bug or intended. Steps to reproduce. Jump from between faction systems. For example, star cross, and then the other one. What is the belly shark, for example? Then you go You just look at the tactical view. Open tactical view. And then look at the gate to start with. Show. And Felishar is which faction? And the interesting thing is from Starcross out, it doesn't do it. You can see here. Felishar, I have to untarget it. It's law.
Dock request accepted.
It will show law. Oh. There you go. Strangely, when you look at it's going out of Star Wars, it does show the correct label. So this needs further testing, because this might mean that, for example, here in these connections it might show correctly. I don't know, I haven't gone all the way there.
GPS activated.
Actually, let's quickly do this. Let's quickly verify this. Just if Momo decides to go through and fix this, I might as well give him a bit more context. I'll give him the 11.23. Now let me quickly switch to game capture as well. Or no, it's not. I don't get any drop frames anyway. Okay, so I have my caps lock on. I am going to that system so we can immediately see it, and then I will see it's 123.
Warp gate activated.
1, 2, 3, 0. Okay.
Warp gate activated.
It's time. Ah, god damn it, those caps lock things. What's this video gonna be named? Let me just double check. Videos.
Warp gate activated.
Load. We have 11. So that will be the 12th. That's reporting.
Warp gate activated.
Okay, so we
GPS
all
disabled.
these here. All right, so let's see. So here we have Chamo going into the Labor faction. I am in the Labor faction. There we have an outgoing gate to the Law faction. That is the other one. And let's see. See, same thing happens here. So Jonio,
Warning,
Lexa.
raiders detected.
Oh, Raiders. Let's quickly go to the gate. Hope we don't get caught. But you see, so this is all Labor faction now. So it happens on the edge systems as well. I'm assuming if it happens here, it will happen here and everywhere else as well. But I'm now gonna look at it from the other side while dodging the raiders, because this is a low sec space. So,
Warp gate access denied.
nah! Purchase, I have monies. Let me
Warp
through,
gate
let me through.
activated.
Help, help, help. Faster. Faster. I would expect the gate to be labeled to the Labor faction, since I'm coming from a Labor system and going to a Law system. And as you can see, here it's all Law. So yeah,
GPS
let's go
activated.
back to Void Starcross. So as you can see here, the system, it only works in Void Starcross for some reason. So that's that. This no such things that go between labor and law.
Warp gate activated.
Issue. Yeah. There we go. So those were two gate mechanics. I remember there was another one. Okay, so we have these done. We have the notes. Where are they? Notes. Oh, I already removed them. Okay, so we remove these as well.
Warp gate activated.
There was another one, but this is just an annoyance. And that is when you have the GPS on. Actually, that's not an issue. Let's just leave it out. It's just me derping around in the game.
Warp gate activated.
So that's it. So bug report for gate mechanics.
GPS disabled.
And jump back. There we go. So, oh, didn't I? Fuck. I forgot to close a V tag. It's okay. So clicking a gate immediately after jumping jumps you back. Steps are produced here, and then not sure if this is a bug. This is the faction label recording Astrox Imperium 12 bug reporting at 123. And then for the notes, I added recording as well. 115. I don't remember anymore. Okay, never mind. So these are the bug reports. Can I edit this? Get these properly labeled. Save changes. Much better. Okay. So that's under review. Then we have the notes UX issues. That's also there. Also recorded on the video. Maybe just I'll just add it as well. Okay, let's first go back to bug reports. Refresh it. Is it there yet? No, it's gonna be reviewed again. Okay, next one. Typos. One. Tutorial. G is shown as RG in the opposite screen. I'm just gonna keep these short. It's not that big a deal. Also, it should be very easy to just find it in the code base. Issue 2. Wormhole tutorial. Darius. It's only a conversation panel. I still think this might be just probably some kind of hidden reference to somebody who worked on the game or something, but I'll log it anyway, we'll see. Wormhole story, shoot tree, wormhole story, what? Goal. Points for the right down and Roy Lane. Trying not to make typos myself. Alright, and now we have issue 4. That's alerts about available credits. So too many, let's say now. After that's in yeah, credits display should probably be grounded down there. I don't think there's any reason to have .000 whatever credits in there. I don't even remember where this happens. Let me just quickly see if I can find it in the logs maybe. I do have an account balance there, it's all good. Immersion contracts. No, it's just not gonna be here. Biomate University, let's talk. I'll try to find it, then I can timestamp it. But I see this video is already taking. I'm already working on this for 2 hours. Damn, it's a lot. But still, I think it's useful to do these once in a while. Let's see if it happens if I buy a skill that I can train. I need to train, but these are all way too many skill points. Let's find one that does not cost a buttload. Launch your basic operation. Confirm skill training. Nope, does not do it. If I buy something from the market, let's buy one of these. No, I think it's only when the labor costs are there, so we can undock and wait for it maybe. Not sure when they got paid last. Actually, let's not wait for this. So I'm pretty sure it's the payroll notification that does it. Or was it the gate purchasing?
Dock request accepted.
Maybe just purchasing the gates. Okay, so that's... making typos as well. Alerts about available credits after buying, I think it was a gate key. I think it was a gate key. Or mercenary payroll, I don't remember, to be honest. I also don't think I pay them when I'm docked. Do they still get experience this way though? Also something I cannot check. I can undock. I can see, for example, she has 8434. Let's dock.
Dock request accepted.
8444. Sorry, 40. So she had, it ended up with 40, I think. So I'll wait 10 seconds. I will undock and let's see how much she has now. See, so she has 55. So that's also something I need to okay, already have it there. In the meantime, let's just fly to the sun. Oh, there we go. No, it's not the payroll, it's the gate key.
Dock request accepted.
So this one is okay, so it's just a gate key. Alright. So this can probably be added to the other issue. Let's put it there. Some typos. There you go. Bug reports. Let's go back to gate mechanics. Let's edit this one. Let's go for issue 3. Alerts about gate. Labeling. Come back. Gates. And I can't set it again. I would say there's also the other issue there that if you buy a key, it still shows up in the menu and you're probably able to buy another one for no reason. Anyway, so these are the typos, so they have been dealt with. I need to quickly hop downstairs. I will be back in a minute. Oh wait, no, it's lunchtime
Mercenary
for me.
has gained a level.
So in that case, I will have to end this 3-minute recording. Alright. I will take a short break here, and I will be back with the rest of the bug reports. Hope you found this a bit informative. Sorry for all the back and forth and rambling, but we got at least 3 posts out with some typos, gates, and notes, and we still have the panel issues, the GPS, the targeting. Some weird things that I need a separate post probably. Like all these are other stuff. I think this one deserves a separate post. Autopilot in map. Alright, so GPS. Alright, let's group them like this, and then next video I will update it like that. Alright, I will see you all in a bit. Thanks for watching, and bye.